Okay, so I have a question for you guys. I'm gonna point. It's a fill in the blank question. So just fill in the blank when I point to you. Okay. When I grow up, I want to be an investor. When I grow up, I want to be
a star.
A star. When I grow up, I want to be
A model.
When I grow up, I want to be
An actress.
When I grow up, I want to be
A lawyer.
a lawyer. There we go. When I grow up, I want to be
Bass guitar player master.
bass guitar player master. All right. When I grow up, I want to be.
Just like my dad. Not just
What do you want to be?
football player.
Football player. All right. When I grow up, I want to be
Singer.
a singer. That's good. All right. So, what would you do if I told you that when you grow up, that you were born for greatness? Would you scoff at the sight of my words leaving my lips, traveling on a first-class train ticket to your ears, making a transfer down the block and to the left to the corner of your mind, then driving down the coursing river of blood and possibilities to the base-filled back alleys and rhythmic recesses of your unbelieving heart? Or would you question my judgment as I was so bold as to speak life to your psyche and take up that Elisha swag, shouting to your dry bones, live, live, live? Would you stop, plant both feet in the ground, rooted in doubt and disbelief, and stare me in both of my eyes and dare to call me crazy? Because unlike you people in this room, I know some of you don't always believe the great things about you, but I'm here to tell you that there's greatness in you. I'm here to tell you today that there's greatness in you. I'm here to tell you, listen closely, that there's greatness in you. Now. I'm not dumb and I'm not blind. I can see your eyes rolling, your neck popping, teeth smacking, finger twirling, the arms folding, the shifting and squirming in your seats like she must be talking to you. I know what I've gone through and I know good and well she sure ain't talking to me. Well, I am. And I hear you loud and clear, clearer than you've ever been heard before. And I stand before you today to tell you that no matter what happened to you yesterday, no matter what happened to you 2 weeks ago, no matter what trauma you went through when you were in high school, no matter what they wrongfully said you would never be capable of in middle school, no matter what that man did to you on that silent and secret night when you were 7 and you went to sleep with your teardrops hiding in the fibers of your pillowcases because you were too afraid to tell anybody about it. No matter what heartbreaks, mistakes, disappointments, letdowns, and failures that you, your parents, or those around you have made, no matter what your life circumstances has taught you before, I stand before you today to tell you that no matter the matter, you matter. I stand before you today, right here and right now, using my words to assist with rewriting your personal history books, endowing you with the power of perspective and purpose, equipping you to see beyond the shameful scope and frame of your yesterdays, to look forward upwards and towards the horizon of the beautiful potential picture of your tomorrows. Look, I know you've been beaten. I know you've been downtrodden and discouraged, but if you please allow me to reintroduce you to someone who's your hope for today. So here, take my hand and let's dust off your frame, shake the debris from your canvas, because here is your brush. Paint with your passion and show the world the masterpiece that we've been waiting for. For you were born for greatness. I say it again now, you were born for greatness. Now I speak these words not in condemnation, but fully and totally, completely filled with total and most assuredly nothing more and nothing less than that of divine revelation. For you see, I could not speak these words. These words would have no real weight and value if I did not believe them for myself. If I didn't pursue and overcome that which was first spoken to me, I would still be sitting in my seats like y'all were at the beginning of this piece, with my eyes rolling, my neck popping, teeth smacking and finger twirling, arms folding, shifting and squirming in my seats like they must be talking to you, because I know what I've been through, and I know good and well they sure ain't talking to me. Ladies and gentlemen, can I be real with y'all? I was not always who you hear and see. So as it seems absolutely necessary, allow me to get off my soapbox and for a minute and come clean. You see, the very things that I swept under the rug were the things that I had to unearth and overcome in order so that I could invite people into my space who would be more than welcome to accept my friend requests. And it's crazy. It's crazy how the very things from our past can come into our future, unannounced, uninvited, and also intrusive if they are not addressed. I said it's crazy how the very things from our past can come into our future, unannounced, uninvited, and all kinds of intrusive if and when they are not addressed. You see, I was enveloped by guilt and shame, wounds and pain, both self-inflicted and inflicted by others that were supposed to be there for me, that were supposed to care for me, that were supposed to love me enough to heal, but instead they loved me until it hurt. And one hurt begat another, and more hurts begat more others, and over time hurt had broken down the front door of my heart and ransacked my peace of mind and stolen the priceless voice that I had once used to cry out for help. You see, hurt had robbed me of everything but my silence, and I held on to it like a junkie with his last fix. You see, I used it to numb the pain of the past. It was so much easier not to speak about it. It was so much easier not to address the pink elephant in the room by walking in silence. And despite my silence, I still saw glimpses of my dreams coming before me regularly and frequently. But like mail to a nomad without a home, they would return back from whence they came, unanswered and unread, red stamped, returned to sender. But you know what? At my oh so silent whence in, at my rock bottom, desperate and dire need of something, anything better, I decided to open those letters, and they read, "For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to give you a hope and a hope for the future. They are plans for good and not for disaster." And as it turns out, my hope was found in the cinder, and as it turns out, his love is a mender, and as it turns out, he didn't care about my gender or my race or my age. All he wanted was my surrender. See, in Christ I found life, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. See, in his might I found the victory, and liberty now resides inside of me. And now I'm no longer a slave to the words spoken, the soundless, but his love broke my silence like 1,000 shards of painted glass, at first useless to the naked eye, but when placed in the hands of the master, they become a piece by piece designed mosaic of a beautiful masterpiece. A beautiful masterpiece. I said the pieces of my heart at first shattered were put together back piece by piece in his hand, creating a beautiful picture. And if the picture is worth 1,000 words, then open your ears and listen to this. Christ was born for greatness, and you were made in his image. No longer shall you look in your reflection and blink and stare away and forget what you saw. No longer shall you look in your reflection and look down at the things that you see. Whether you're a size 2 or a 20, single in a relationship or it's complicated, black, white, Latin, Asian, and Native American, I declare that today you can try on a new label for size. Greatness. Greatness, greatness, whether you've been a victim or neglected, suicidal or molested, poverty-stricken or rejected, I declare that today you will be more than what they expected. Misconceptions and stereotypes shall no longer be your definitions, for you shall no longer be defined by the pain of your past. You are the hope of the future, and even if your life took a detour, it's all good, because this is your second chance to get life back on track. All aboard, arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. You see, death couldn't hold him, pain couldn't mold him. He formed you in his likeness to live the life that you were supposed to. And I speak life to your futures and life to your destinies. I declare that you shall rise above the status quo and find a breakthrough in your testimonies. Because you see, he heard every silent cry. And the tears that you've been crying through the years are the ink in this pen that has scripted this piece from beginning to end. And for every piece, every dream that you think you've lost, for every dream that you think has been deferred, I know and serve the author of time, the dream giver and the life bringer. And he has so much more need of what he's placed in you today. So the next time someone asks you to fill in the blank, tell them this for me: you can